All right, what I'd like to do is to actually express the importance of the sketchbooks because it's trying to actually grab a moment of the character that walks by. And I see this all the time, and a lot of different artists, different animators will say, wow, did you see this character? Did you see this character? And it's really represented into like simple line forms and simple attitudes to where you could try to figure out what was going on with that pose. A little girl eating. Even when you're watching TV, I always feel like it's almost a waste of my time to watch TV unless I'm looking at the character and the emotion. I like to think about this pose, maybe this pose, or the silhouette of this pose, or the attitude in the eyes of what's going on here. So even at the park or when you're at a restaurant, but be careful about that one because sometimes they don't like to be drawn because they're indulging. And there's some drawings that I got that was just kind of fun. But I love the silhouettes when you're talking about TV and different kinds of shading, which is kind of fun with these profiles. And working with the paper. This is actually kind of a nice watercolor paper that I started to have fun with being able to blend. Okay, so this is the watercolor kind of paper, and it's a really nice little sketchbook, small. You could take it around, and you could think about the movement, the silhouette, the profile, and the position and attitude and the character. When you see them, these are just like really quick sketches.
Welcome to New Masters Academy, the best place to get art education online. Master the skills of drawing, painting, sculpture, illustration, and much more with the guidance from world-renowned artists. Embark on your creative journey today at anime.art.
And you lay it down and you think about what you want to compose as the character. Also, what I'd like to show you a little bit more about is like what happens with the posture, what happens with the dynamics of just capturing that moment of for instance, this little moment of this attitude that this is his knees back down here. He's like concentrating on here. He's bringing the bowling ball up this way. This little sketch, for instance, this one here shows this little torque that happens with anticipation. Even though it's very linear, the anticipation moment has got to be captured in a really brief moment like this one is. And this moment, this is the extreme. He's getting ready to throw the ball. We're going to talk about this a lot. I would assume that you guys are going to probably have fun with this, is the anticipation and being able to actually make these little sketches that relates to these moments to clarify that one little moment. So these rough sketches are so fun to try to just grab. Like this is the reach down through an extreme pose. This is an anticipation, but notice that what we're looking at here's a good place. Airport. There's always somebody pulling luggage. There's always somebody sitting and resting and going, "Ah, I've had it." There's always somebody who's like I said, trying to pull something. Well, looking at a bowling alley, looking at a tennis, looking at TV, looking at anything that is just in motion, and you're thinking about what's in motion, and you're trying to like take that one little frame. Here's the way you do it. This is actually kind of a fun way to do it. Is you look up quickly and you're looking at that character who's going to be bowling, shooting a basketball, playing tennis, whatever it is. You're going to go look up, close your eyes, pull it down, remember that frame, and then you come up with this little assembly of what you grabbed in your head. Was that, oh yeah, the ball was still in the middle of the air like this. And he had this goofiest throw because he was off weight, counterbalanced, and he threw the ball. This guy's throwing the ball and he's like, this is just, the anxiety he's looking at is just kind of hilarious. He's thinking about like, hope this goes, and it's actually really kind of fun. I mean, this guy too. So I do enjoy just sitting down, watch this guy. Look at this one. This guy already threw the ball. This guy threw the ball, but this guy threw the ball. And apparently, I think he's questioning where the ball is going. And again, I do this with my hands, my gesture, my relationship with my eyebrows. This is something that I noticed that Frank and Ollie talked about too, and really the 9 Old Men and everybody I have been working with too expresses the idea that the hands are related so much. The attitude is related to the expression. Eyes go up, hands go up, they go in, you're feeling heartfelt. Oh my gosh. Everything relates all the time. So here's a drawing that I thought was kind of fun. You could see that he just now rolled the ball. I'm sure he doesn't know what's going to happen next. So it's the anticipation. And these little extremes and these little sketches are so important to play with the idea that you're grabbing a moment and literally, pardon the pun, throwing it out there. So it's actually one of those kind of fun things. Look at this little simple drawing. These are the kind of drawings that were in the diagram for animation, for being able to interpret like what you want to say. This one right here, I think this one right here is key. Simple lines, very simple, describing just what needs to be said. Just simple lines to say that he's moving this way, he let go of the ball, and it's coming around this way. Please have a lot of your sketchbooks. Oh, here's another nice one too. There's little teeny ones, small ones. I could put it in my pocket, right? And these are nice little sketchbooks that I got at CTN, Creative Talent Network. Isn't this a nice little sketchbook? And how small it is to get this is looking at characters, looking at the profile. I like putting down, as a matter of fact, I like doing this because it represents that you have foreground, background, as if you do something that has lines in the background and the foreground, attitude. And it's a nice little sketchbook. I mean, you could put this in your pocket and you could think about the characters that we're looking at. What makes it curious? So really, this is only this big. You could put it in your pocket, or you could put this in your backpack. You could put these in your pocket. This is a nice halftone one. Getting an attitude, a particular point. So we're seeing just what we want to capture. And this is really both of these little sketches on one, because I like to golf, is kind of an abbreviation of a moment of anticipation. He's sitting there, all right, I'm going to hit this ball. This guy's going, okay, I'm waiting. So there's the dialogue. That's an interesting thing about thinking about a drawing, is a dialogue of expressing your notation about what you're looking at, and you want to convey this. So drawing is a dialogue. It's musical too. I would like to add that to it, because really it should have flavor, interest of flavor of something that works for you to be enticing. Find it. Find that little moment. Like, this is just that little anticipation. Little sketches. And this one here too, this is a fun one, because I like the idea that we're looking at just a couple of strokes that relates to the form. So sketching is really important to making appeal, what's not appealing, what is appealing, what is going on with these pictures that say, wow, why did I draw this? This is actually going to be a fun thing to do. So I still, to this day, have constant sketchbooks happening. You should have a pile of sketchbooks.